Hello everyone, this is Merch, and this is the second video that is evaluating SaaS focused brands based on their website. I'm evaluating website, I'm addressing and evaluating the whole experience from the target perspective, competitive market perspective, business goals, user needs, and of course user flow, the whole experience of consistency that I'm evaluating based on their website. And I'm going through with you almost not knowing anything. I did get myself familiar with things, but I am also leaving some space for unknown for myself to go together with you freshly. Now, we did the preview, so you can check it out. This is the collection of 5 SaaS brands that I have evaluated. It was really interesting, and this is the second one. Here, I also going to be having about 5, and some of them just to explore some interesting features. I think 2 of them will be for one. And we'll start from Resend, and you're probably familiar with this one. I was looking forward to present this one and register that to the YouTube, because who knows, maybe they will evolve and change their look and feel, but they're really professional. I really like what they did. Such an amazing investment. And I think this is best probably so far based on everything that I have evaluated right now in respect to SaaS from previous video and this video. I think this is the best that you can find. Of course, they have different style. You will see. But I would say the best from content strategy, user experience, and brand thinking from entrepreneurial perspective, from corporate culture perspective. It is very well done. A lot of love and attention is given here, and commitment, and that's because who built this Resend clearly stands for something bigger. They have values clear in their mind, and they stand for them. They communicate boldly, comfortably. There's no boldness needed actually to communicate your own values and beliefs and then convert that into the entrepreneurial disposition, into the corporate culture hierarchies, and it's a right selection of people that resonate in right place. So anyways, let's go into this. I will be evaluating the whole thing. It's right away. I'm impressed. It's a perfect. Maybe I'll find something that I can pay our attention to where a space is to improve, but I suspect not. I don't know what they used for coding. I think probably clean way, but I would say that I explored and understand probably 3D elements like this is done with Spline, and I also playing with Spline lately. It's not really complex. I think even this Rubik's Cube you can find in Spline as the template. Really clever, really beautiful thing. It turns automatically. You can see it's by itself, so it's on loop, but you can drag and turn it around and position in one place. Spline and Webflow is easy to build all these things. You can see they have this also highlight effect like some brands that I showed in the previous video do, in white on white, and beautiful gradient for the font and beautiful font selection. What I like, it's right away, it's so clean, so to the point that it really looks amazingly professional. The only probably I would improve the line distance between these two, but it's okay. Or play with the hierarchy, let's say. Beautiful font, beautiful sizing, beautiful composition. Get started, highlight, beautiful, clean. Their design is clean, and I like that. In my perspective, well, they kind of designers directed also, but I think it's all about email. You can see email for developers. They clean black and white. This is their branding signature. Though, if you think about it, Resend looks quite similar to Revolut. In the beginning, they called me like R like Revolut. That is confusing to the degree, but their branding so strong that actually it doesn't really confuse my eye. It doesn't really make a problem for me, and I start to get used to Resend. You see how important it is to do the right branding. So consistent, so powerful, so strong, and a corporate culture and the decision makers must be aligned. And everything else in hierarchy aligned to that, and value for perfection, for professional look and feel, but all over the layers of the corporate world, starting from the business, going to the user and competitive market, and positioning in digital touch points. So anyways, I would say Resend, the only thing that in the beginning was for me is like it looks like Revolut, but eventually you educate your audience to get used to. Resend is really good naming, beautiful logo. Compact navigation bar, really clear, really good. You see glossy black effect. The whole website is black, and the navigation bar follows us. The flow and the navigation is perfectly done. Really, I think it's the best website to follow how it is done. The distancing between sections that we're paying attention to, the hierarchy of information, and the responsiveness is just compelled to explore and significance of a unique touch that doesn't make us slumber into the process subconsciously as the users with our low attention span of this era is really super well done. The only thing, again, I noticed, I will tell you, the distancing between line of the header is too big. And this is the second time I'm noticing that. So I think it's not becoming kind of ignored, but actually there's only probably one space to improve, to decrease the text line height in headers, I suspect. But let's see. So anyways, this is also, again, it's easy to build, but the point is, it's not about easy only coding or design. The key is the commitment that is needed to build all this love and attention, and that requires to have a proper funding, and that makes sense because they actually what is the Y Combinator supported here, and they say that it's beautiful to see. I will tell you, I explored many combinators in 2016 and recently, and many of them actually I'm impressed that they don't survive much, and they don't really bring any kind of impressive solutions to the market. It's beautiful to see Resend does get this support, and they actually built something massively unique, and they win in a market. It's rare, and it's always like that. I think 90-10, perhaps 90%, maybe 95% startups probably not get successful. If we can trust that information or something, 90%, and it's beautiful to see that 10% or less being successful in the market, and it all comes from the top decision makers, from the head, from the corporate top, and that means there must be loving kindness, righteousness, wisdom, awareness, and maybe peace. Peace not challenged, but the overall is values in place and beliefs in place, and will to bring something great into the market and keep that consistent all over organization. So anyways, let's go into this beautiful gradient effect. Again, good text, not overwhelming. So the best way to reach humans instead of spam folders, deliver transactional and marketing emails at scale. Documentation. Let's see. Yeah, it takes, sometimes it happens. They do this kind of outside thing. It's not consistent to the brand, but it's okay. Get started. Okay, beautiful immersive entrance. They're still on the page, so they're using really clean code. Beautiful hover over highlights and beautiful white. Not, I think it's not totally white. It's this silver argent kind of color. I also like to do that. Really to my tone. I really like this. They really resonate. I resonate with their style. And really beautiful to do this. That's what I'm sometimes saying. Do that back button. I think in a previous video I mentioned over the linear website that I was presenting. Do that. It's really important for user not to lose the flow. So I already can tell that they are really doing a good job. So log in, get started, and look at this. Such a beautiful effect, a blur effect, such attention to every detail. You hover over, you can see even the arrow is from slightly moving from top to bottom, highlights, and this blurry effect shifts, just marvelous, powerful. And if I hover over this, and here they have this outline highlight and opacity increase. It's just such attention to such a subtle small things, and these two blocks really beautifully done. And the whole box of this touching the line of the nav bar, a radius of correctness, and it fits into this before pricing. It covers the whole box of the every option that has arrow indicating down, but pricing. Really clean. You can see also this indicator here and here. We have information fit. Actually, even you can see text. Here you go. Here, right? And touches. This is the content box. And then it has smaller, they have this margin here to the degree. So look how professionally it's done. Like I notice those details and I build the same way. And it's beautiful. Even though here we don't have indication to scroll down, I always recommend to have some, but it's self-explanatory, especially when we're talking about the technology and digital world. But it still can be correct to indicate down, even though it's self-explanatory that we can scroll down. Beautiful. This kind of interesting. If you notice that actually this line, it's a box, but they have this radius down to this box, and it subtly disappears when you see any outline further, but only top. It's clever done. This glow effect, such subtleties. Really, that's the beauty. That's the commitment. It's not always overwhelm of information that needs commitment, but also attention to make it less. To make less is hard. To communicate clearly. So it's a challenge to remove and to remain relatable and in answering all questions of user target audience and remaining in call of attention to convert customers from business goals and remain competitive in the market. It's a challenge. They did it well with minimal, also at the same time in branding, to stand out with minimalism, to be different. It's also a challenge. They did amazing work here. And if you think about it, it's easy. Think about it. The whole website is black. So you don't need to think about sections and transitions. The whole thing is just come up with a proper minimal touch. And then you replicate that all over. And that's kind of a challenge. The only thing is also interesting. We know this Rubik's Cube, but we also see these interesting elements. Let me restart. I think it's responsive. Yeah, it opens. I don't know if we can interact that, but it's probably doing that on its own, by its own. Look, it's moving. It's a shining element of orange. Yeah, it's open by itself. Beautiful glossy kind of glass effect and beautiful stuff. And you can build these in Spline, the same as Rubik's Cube, and then put it on a loop. It's also, I would choose someone specifically to do this. I think the whole work should be done by user experience. Like there should be branding defined. Then it should be well organized with user experiences interface for the website. Digital product also that they have should be that's what I do. I do branding, website, and digital product consistently all over the touch points and more. But this is the main three categories that I take through. And then, but you need, I would say you can have one person. Let's say, like in my case, I can take care of the branding and website and digital products, UX, UI. And then definitely you need a coder and maybe a 3D modeler for these things. But one person can do all this thing. It just already starts to be a question of timing. Person physically cannot handle so many in a short period of time. So it's better to partner with developer, better to partner with 3D modeler, and maybe even with branding designer. So it makes sense to have 4 people involved. And don't forget about copy and content strategy. That's another person to be involved into. So this is something to be aware. If you want to achieve these results, not funding have to be a problem, but the ability to select right people to solve right problems. And funding should be able to allow these people to commit them and deliver the best, giving them space to express their best creative and strategic self in order to deliver for decision makers, for clients, such results. So it's impressive. I love this. Like, look, I'm just here, and like that's all. Companies like you want to read this. The font selection, the sizing, the color, and the distancing. It makes you, and line height. It just makes you to read, and this like just such attention to detail. Companies of all sizes trust Resend to deliver their most important emails. And also with AI thinking, they didn't look like AI replica. They have thought on the details, every word, and word doesn't look complex. They have to be relatable plainly to people. So deliver their most important emails. And then they have these not overwhelming 2 lines of 6 brands. Only here I can see the spacing is too little. It can be improved. The space a little bit to improve the distancing, but it's such a small thing. Okay, we're impressed with this one, I think, and definitely say it's Spline. Really beautiful color code, gradient effect, orange, subtle, and a black, really complementary. Text is really accordingly, not too much. The width is correct to read. And here we can interact. Here we can interact with this box. Flask, Fast API. We can copy that, of course. We're on GitHub's download zip. Gonna click this, gonna indicate check. And gonna disappear. Such a subtle detail. Outline, shining outline, Python. Look how shift the bar. They did this indication. You hover over, you click. This is orange color they indicate. Select it. Also orange. I saw blue. Did I saw blue? No, I just quick move. Makes it look like it's a white. Really beautiful. This afternoon. Integrate this afternoon. Not sure what it means. Kind of a little bit off from my evaluation. But what it means, I don't know about afternoon, but whatever. Python, Ruby. I mean, it'll be a problem to give everything a different color. It's clever just to give one color for all. So I don't know. I guess you can integrate everything, and that's the thing. But anyways, first class developer experience. Again, font, the sizing, the distancing, the flow of information is easy to read for attention of user who goes for the whole thing. It's not overwhelming. It's like one organized. If you go to the mobile device, you understand the order. That's what it's clever. Be aware of your smaller breaking points like on the mobile devices and so on. Like build in a kind of universal but a differentiated way. You can see what they did. It's vertically aligned. It's not like left, right, and so on. Just because in mobile it'll be easy to build, but then you flow here and then it goes again flow here. Of course, 2 boxes, not more than 2, and they will stack vertically eventually. First class, again, the only line of distancing between a header of line height is to decrease, I would say. Maybe that was deliberately and not really paid attention to, but a subtle small thing. Now, these interactive things, look, you cannot interact. This is also saving your time. Don't waste this thing, but it's enough for it's by itself to respond. But some interaction happens. This send, for example, this outline thing that's running around, delivered. and then description of text. Again, there's some subtleties that could be improved in a distancing, basically, but it's such a small thing that doesn't really matter. Let's go learn more just to check. Okay, they take you. I always say when you go out to something like that, I recommend to open as a new tab, perhaps, because it's kind of breaking the flow of convenient experience of brand. Now, check this out. We're coming to another spline element, right? Using a delightful editor. Okay, you see this indicator of color gradient. Let's see, to the orange, did they had that? They could give orange here also, kind of keep that consistency, but it's subtleties. Beautiful element, beautiful stuff of Spline who built this. Test, send, style. So what you can do, really interesting. I don't know if this is new, if this is before. What you can do, actually, you can test it. I tested it before you. I like this. I actually thought about this. Amazing to improve. We operate with kind of old systems all the time lately, with technologies, and just sign for this. But look what they did. I don't know if that's reasonable. I will be checking their demo later in recording another video. But look, it's such a clever thing. The paragraph, you can just drag it and replace, and just instead of copy paste with text, you can just drag them. And you think about it. Why not rethink our system, how we use the digital world, indeed? And I myself sometimes thinking about HTML, CSS, for example, or JavaScript. You think about them. They built an old system. We need to rethink the foundations and update the novelties in order to get us easier to enjoy building things. And that's what I think the new products should be solving in the market. And I'll be happy to participate in helping doing so as a professional. Okay, let's continue. Go beyond editing. Some more information. These are not already interactive. You can see kind of simple. They're not overwhelming with the complexities. Again, 3D Spline. I don't know. I think they use Spline. I will use Spline for this. Develop email using React. So okay, just they keep communicating Tryon. We have Tryon already. This integrate this afternoon. I think this could be stronger with the email with the name. Let's see, a simple, elegant interface so you can start sending emails in minutes. It fits right into your code. Okay, they do it for developers, emailing for developers. Okay, the title could be stronger, but it's okay. I don't know why afternoon. It was confusing. Oh, this continue kind of giving different stuff. Interesting. Or maybe it does give me what I did. No, it'll be funny if it'll be telling me what I'm doing here. So, and then delightful editor. Again, so far, they're selling something small in a bigger way, I suspect, but I haven't tried the product yet. Develop email using React. Okay, clearly for developers, everything. What's the point? Not sure. Welcome. Okay, you can just manipulate the email. That's interesting, though. Yeah, that'll be interesting to send emails with all these. Yeah, that can be a savior. Oh, really convenient. And bright mode. I like their white. I think it's not totally white. It's kind of urgent, as I used to use as well. Anyways, React Human. You see how they stack? That's what I wanted to say. In one project, I think I had experienced that it's really problem. This so slow loading. Look, I'm scrolling, and these elements kind of revealing down below here. Yeah, they appear really low, so I don't lose attention to read them. Some projects, some websites have this, like, you scroll down and then the object reveals so late that user doesn't have a chance to actually have attention to that, and they skip it. Don't do that. They did really well. You didn't even barely, they could do it even a little bit better. They could even a little bit give us notice of these elements coming into, fading in, so to say, from the bottom. But here was too quick, actually. You barely even noticed, but it's okay. That gives you subtle experience. Now, I would say here it's like 9 to read is maybe too much, but iconography also not speaking so strong. I think, which one? The Neon had a good job with this iconography perfection. I would prefer to Neon to use this better, but it's still okay. Speaking well, some iconography, really beautiful stuff. Send with, what is this next? Oh, I'm going to take me again. If I go click back, it's really good that it remembers where I stopped. It's really important. So some kind of triangle. Resend is transforming email for developers. Simple interface, easy integrations, handy templates. What else could we ask for? Yeah, okay. But I would say it's maybe quotes will be reasonable. I mean, they go so minimalistic that it's not clear that it's code, but it makes sense that this person is what he speaks. But you could improve some quoting or something like that. Maybe here's quoting. Maybe here's like even like this, the kind of quote element. Like that will be actually better than triangle, really. Like this. And second, there'll be like minimalistic, aesthetical kind of quote signal sign that can actually speak better. Triangle so far doesn't really say much. But anyways, just looking where space to improve. This is really beautiful. Everything in your country. Okay. Beautiful. Running out this line all the time when you select different colors, and you can see icons, same color, but icons are, when you hover over icons, are interactive. Such a small attention to detail. Beautiful. And this changes beautifully, fade in, fade away quickly without a problem. Can interact with this, but it's okay. Okay. That's the intuitive analytics, full visibility. Again, it's beautiful, but like maybe that's the thing, for me, I want to resend because of the brand. I want to be part of the brand. I want to use this product because it's such a values that I resonate with, and the order, the attention, and love given into this commitment that makes me to be part of this. It's by how the community is, like Webflow does really well the same thing. It's a will to be part of the brand and use their product, even though there might be not really big deal to use it. So that's the thing. It's really powerful. That means brand is really well done. Subtle design beyond expectations. Really good that you can drag and check them out. Really powerful, clean, to the point. Maybe distancing again between these titles are too big. Really good idea to show brand and the person who speaks. I would do the same. Oh, clever, beautiful, clean, direct. Scrolling, but there is an end, apparently. That's okay, and then should be going on the loop. Okay. Email reimagined, available today. Get started, contact us, resend. Look, you hover over and it's shining over the name. Again, none of this really complex. Again, it's just a matter of commitment and ability to give all this time and attention to play with UX UI and content strategy and understanding of ICP or target audience generally in competitive marketplaces. It's just a beautiful attention to details, beautifully done. Okay, let's go and explore more. Let's log in. When you go to log in, we already checked that. I think it takes to the same place. Let's go back. Really good to go back to get started. It's okay, different things, different. You could shift between login and get started. I think it should be, right? Sign up, probably. That's the same. So different naming can be a little bit confusing, but it's okay. Pricing, let's go to pricing. Really beautiful stuff they have. Again, let me scroll through. So transaction. Okay, anyways, really not overwhelming information. You can see really beautiful X, what you don't get. So actually you show everything that's really clever and show what you don't get. And then when you drag this, you can shift between these options, marketing emails, transactional emails. But when you shift between, but again, this number, what it means, you could read about it. Okay, start for free and scale as you grow. So emails, okay, it speaks. You can speak, you can read it. So you drag and it indicates which option is still functional for you or reasonable for you. Recommended, you can see recommended. Really clever, amazing. This is really unique way and clever way. For free, actually, let's give it a try. I will explore sending and receiving, daily limits and open tracking, different plans. Okay, breakdown, really clever to do that. What's the benefit if people want to learn? Why the difference and why would you pay? Then again, trusted by, really good point to give it. I would say maybe Mr. Beast could be smaller size, for example. Of course, he's Mr. Beast. But generally, like some sizing can be improved, but it's such a small thing that doesn't really matter. So FAQs, also really clean, really clear. Well, not really much answering text, but it's okay, doesn't matter. This one, again, trust and proof for pricing. Makes sense. It's like marketing perspective. It's clever. I will do the same. Good logo. Start sending this afternoon. I don't know why afternoon. Sign up for free. It will take probably, for the same thing. Okay, call to action. Makes sense. Okay, pricing pretty clear. For docs, we're not going to be checking, getting started. Okay, help. Let's see what help. Let's just quickly explore what else to see. Resources, company about should be, beautiful. Also, logo, again, Revolut. Reminds me Revolut. Be aware a little bit not to look like anything else. But even really looks like Revolut in respect to the card plan, so to say. But anyways, beautiful shining, beautiful background movement. A story, really good width to read, compact to read. The team behind it, made the team, what we believe. This is really beautiful. Really, I like how they did it, dropping down sections. But I really like what they believe in, and I really like the principles that they principles that dictate how we think, behave, and make decisions. Do work that inspires others. No ego. I love this. Keep shipping. Default to action. So it's beautiful, especially no ego. It's one of the things I think it's important to attract right people into your organization. Backed by incredible investors, really beautiful, respectful, we are hiring from our blogs. Really beautiful stuff. So I'm not going to go into the detail. Careers, customers. Let's see what careers have. Okay, customers. Really beautiful. This also filtering. I think we saw this in a Neon. I think they have similar idea in this position. Mr. Beast. So many brands, so many users. Yeah, it's just powerful. Let's see, features, email API. There you go. Another couple things we're going to explore before we go next. Beautiful icon again. Kind of replica of the email. Indeed, same style that they applied. They'll go into the detail of this API. And again, some repetitive, some stuff. I'm not going to go into details that much, but they will go deeper in stuff. Really beautiful icon. Oh, I see, the triangle. Maybe that meant representation of the brand of this individual. So that could make sense, but triangle logo, really? So maybe this is the place for the logo. And that triangle, I think, was confusing because they have, that's the logo that I guess they have. Reliable API that you can trust. Okay, let's go further quickly. SMTP. Again, this interesting port. Beautiful icons. You see, it's good to see sometimes something new that they present. This is, by the way, really good. They present something new, but at the same time follow the same kind of disposition. So, yeah. Let's not go to every port. Receive email will resend. Yeah, you can start to notice the similarities. Broadcasting. I can scroll from that one. You can interact with colors. Okay. Funny. They have some humor here. Yeah, here's more, but we're not going to be exploring more. So Resend is really impressive. I really enjoyed this. Let's go further to the next one. What I noticed, the next one will be, I think it's also from Resend, and probably they did it for React email. And I just wanted to share with you, here is we're getting into the free websites, which we're going to run really quickly just to show you some interesting interactions that how to build it. Really beautiful React email, the next generation of writing email. You can see the really impact of the Resend. But what I really like, and I want to register for the memory here, but a really confronting top navigation bar that is fixed of this element I want to present. Again, spline, it's just turning automatically, but you can drag and turn. Clearly, you can build this element in spline, and you can apply this element graphic also, I think, building in even in Figma, I guess, and then uploading it to the Webflow to make it responsive here. I don't see any change. I mean, it just requires commitment to make it work from, let's say, from my side to build it, but I didn't see any challenges to build it. I don't think they used a Webflow. I don't know. I don't know if this is even spline, I suspect, but this is how I would go about it. And it's possible to build it, not a challenge, a relative challenge. Okay, style with any tool. And you can see how Resend impacted the style. Really beautiful. This kind of interactive element. However, this beautiful indicator. Just simple, beautiful design. You can see this glow effect. I like this simplicity, Shift between these, and that's it, right? Well, here you go. You can see, brought to you by Resend. But this is the element that I wanted to address. Let's go further. Another small website that I found, all the collections of what is the name of those? Let me see. I keep forgetting him. Combinators, right? Yes, I want to say incubators. Combinators. Why combinators? I found this Decagon, and only thing, again, a small thing that I want to share that I found really interesting. I haven't seen that much anywhere. So I really like when you scroll down, it scrolls horizontally. We know this is nothing new, but the cool thing is that you can communicate information like that. Give some information and scroll a narrative. That's what I thought to present. But I just wanted to register this into this video so we have some reference here. But it's really, really interesting. You can play with that, creatively. It's more creative. I wouldn't say it's more kind of SaaS or digital oriented on trend, but it's a little bit different approach. It's AI, but it's a kind of mixture with creative flavor. But I like this way of communicating narrative. You can improve that. Think about how you can communicate story in horizontal scroll, but with a text appearing, kind of communicating narrative and then going down. That's one I wanted to share with you. Other thing here is also interesting. Another thing that I found interesting project, just to share with you one thing that they did. Again, you can see this. You see, this is one of these projects that just kind of you start to see that they become the same. They look the same. They're just replicating probably successful examples in the market, like Resend, like Linear, and then they become really lost in the sea. Oh, you don't want that. You want to be unique. So that's what I also mentioned in the previous video of collection of 5 SaaS websites that sell SaaS product or SaaS or digital product, whatever. I mentioned that it started to become right now really important to build a proper competitive branding that is unique to recognize and memorize, that is standing differently in the market. That becomes again back in value, I suspect. And because you start to just not recognize things, you start to look another, if investors or anyone else looking at this and saying, oh, another AI, another same thing in the market. What is it for me, so to say? What it actually solves? And it looks the same. So, it's not going to be successful in long run. Only those who are entrepreneurs will succeed in the market well, and they need a unique branding in the market, unique user, not unique, but unique branding, differentiated, communicating to the target audience, standing out in competitive marketplace, building proper user experience flow with content strategy, addressing business goals, user needs. That's what is important to be built, and that's what I do. So here you go. I think Linear had this kind of way of tilted menu of presenting, but they changed them. Linear changes them, and I think these guys just trying to do something similar. They see something cool and they try to replicate. I understand, but then you just are not really having a unique values and beliefs signature into your entrepreneurial mission, vision, values, and generally values that you stand for. Anyways, the reason I want to show you, again, not to judge too much, they probably do a good stuff. Check them out. They do the right thing in trustworthiness. They show the product, but just probably in the beginning. And I'll be happy to help them if they need my help. So what I like what they did, and I understand this thing, when you scroll through, this one tool that I recommend to take out of them and register it. Look, I'm scrolling and they keep appearing and they keep appearing, and then it becomes kind of discomforting. And it kept appearing, and it's like shaking. It's like you feel that stress and pressure and then relief. And the dream was building things, not babysitting them. It really reminded me when I evaluated, remember the unique websites where we had this kind of fiction, crypto kind of box. Check it out here. They had the same kind of, probably they were even inspired by this. It's a beautiful way of saying giving the kind of storytelling, beautiful way approach of presenting your product with interaction on the website. But again, that requires a little bit interesting commitment and craft here, and they did a good job here. So that's what I wanted to say. They show some infographics here. We're not going to go deeper into things, but they have space to improve on nuances. It's just a question of how much they can own commitment of professionals in order to build the best website and product for them, as well as branding and marketing. That's it. And they have good color differentiation, I would say. They have space to improve the branding also in respect to the differentiation. But overall, really interesting. I wanted to show it to you. Now, let's continue. Let's continue into finally base 44. Also, I wanted to present to you. It was well done. I think we see it on Instagram ads. It was marketing distributed, and then we find it, and here it is. And as I mentioned, Linear and Base have the same logo, just tilted. And be aware of that. Don't look the same. Don't build logo types just by quickly finding something that you like or looks well. You need to do competitive market analysis. You need to understand and do something unique and different. And that's why it costs to build the right branding, especially logo types, because these days, the further we go in this world, geometry has limitations. So we become limited. The further you go, actually, the more luxurious it becomes to find the really unique logo, because everything is already taken basically. So of course it's hard to build these things in logo differentiation, but don't replicate, don't do simple things on Fivers and all this. Be careful. So anyways, base 44, I understand the product is quite interesting, great idea, good marketing. But when I go to the website, kid you not, it's all about this thing. It makes sense. AI and everything. Turn your idea into apps. Makes sense. Wow, this already speaks. Kid you not, already speaks. Turn your ideas into apps. Well positioned. Again, I'm not going to go into the detail of height of the text. Again, it doesn't look professional enough, but it's trustworthy somehow because of marketing, perhaps. Well done. So we can test and type, and something will happen. I will have to try and talk with you about it, but really well done. I would say that it recommends. It's important. It doesn't overwhelm. Not sure where to start. That also gives options. And I know I was building a Layla product. You can check it out if you want to. And it was one of the challenges of not to overwhelm and communicate. And there also in Layla, if my client could have a stronger commitment to gain from me, I would be able to even continue sharpening results. But check them out. Really great job I did there. I like it. Great work, and I believe they're successful. So hopefully in the future we'll be working with them further. But yeah, so here's some space for improvement. I'm not going to be repeating, but let's go quicker. So what I noticed is like the website. I don't know what happened. I didn't remember how website looked before. But I'm scrolling and I feel like this is not complete. It feels like something is missing here. It feels like, is this website complete? Yes, it's some brand, but it makes sense. Logo kind of sunshine, and if you look ads really well done in marketing, they focus on that part really well. But when I'm on a website, it doesn't really look like as what I'm promised on the marketing as is an experience subconsciously for the user. So it's like starting to be something missing. By the way, I would say the green, quite orange and green and white kind of and blue indication for the sunrise, sunset, but it looks pleasant. The branding is unique. So we go here and like it feels like empty. It feels like nothing happens. Consider yourself limitless, but it's like not complete. Feels not complete. And then it scrolls down. Okay, and we have these. And the beginning was pretty slow loading for me to open the imagery, I think. So it's really good stacking. Common, simple thing many people start to use. It's okay. 1, 2, 3. Really good communication about numerology and saying what it does. Look, base 44. I don't know what is this. Is building app, but all tasks. It looks like same like linear or anything like that. So it's like create the speed of thought, a backend that builds with you, or ready to use instantly. Okay, and one platform, any agent. AI, nothing new. And then we come here. Okay, prompt application. Okay, you can build these apps, I guess. Okay, really cool. I wonder if that's as promising. Lovable, I guess, is for websites. Base 44 probably will be for apps. I want to try actually these things. It's really interesting. Pricing plans, really comfortable boxing. Just simple. They're really simple. I know. Frequently asked questions. Yeah, makes sense. Really simple to present. Nothing complex. Really beautiful effect. So what are we building? Like it feels not complete. Something is missing. The love is missing here. The attention is missing here. It was quick. Maybe too much marketing. Maybe marketers really do the whole thing. I understand. Like Webflow and Resend, I would say two projects that did best marrying marketing and user experience and coding, because they have proper corporate. Really, Webflow and Resend, they have a proper understanding of the hierarchy of the entrepreneurship and business. Their branding in respect to the tone and voice and concern for the community and user, it's a big deal. You need to be concerned for your user and in order for them to convert to payable customers, in order for them to remember and be willing to be part of you, you need to make a branding of quality. Yeah. So that's all I wanted to actually show. Like, let's see pricing of, really clean, really simple, really like color code and everything. Nothing really fancy. Really, everything is really easy to build. Start building, we'll get there. Some kind of check. I would say it's really missing something of not something, but it feels like incomplete. I feel like there could be space to improve the user experience. I would say, and maybe not really saying much. But you don't need to. I think they succeeded probably with marketing, and it speaks for itself. Go and try the app. That's all. Actually, you literally can just live this and build your ideas into apps. That's it. You don't even need anything here. You don't need this. You really can just leave it like that, and maybe give a video that really shows the whole thing. I think we sometimes overdo things. So let me see what else. Enterprise products, features. Yeah, features. Okay. Good to position them, good to give it, but again, people, you can search, actually you can quickly search if you're looking for something if missing. Really beautiful, these options also. Really, I like this line of menu, and when you hover over, the website becomes dark. This is something rarely we see, and that's quite a unique feature, and it's convenient. Only thing is when I'm hovering between them, it's a problem. It will be good if there'll be no abruption between them, and when I hover between them, will remain on a black. You see if there's a gap. So it just don't make the gap because hover effect, it will be smooth transition if you'll keep that transition effectively. Let's start building and see what's going to happen there. Okay, recent apps. Okay, they do web app kind of thing. Templates. I know the problem what I noticed with AI things, with these apps and everything builders so far, and I don't know, let's see what's going to take us. But they're taking the market, it's correct, but then they have to evolve it into the better custom control like Webflow does. But so far, I see it's all replica. It's so boring. It's just those who want to have a data control, I understand, but it's so boring. There's no branding, no love, no attention, no soul. And that's what we stand for, what we value. I value some uniqueness. Resend did an amazing job. Funding is easy to get in Y Combinator. I mean, not easy, but you need to communicate clearly and you need to be promising to deliver stuff. So once you get it, you just build it well, and you do unique products so people want to be part of it because it's done with investment, attention, and love. And that's what we want to stand for. So anyways, really beautiful. Also navigation here, when you scroll down, it's like seamless, but then you scroll down, just remains like that. Okay, let's go further. Let's continue. We have 2 more to go. And Cafeteria. I wanted to show you this one, something out of the blue, also out of Y Combinator, I think. I wanted to show which also something to learn from. So I don't know, the Gen Z kind of focus, and okay, this icon is really interesting. They have specific branding approach, really interesting. Cafeteria, I don't know, in the brackets, kind of strange name. Also, Coffee I remember another application that you can explore. But okay, it's just a branding, but it's a strange name, really. But nevertheless, if it works, it works. Good color code, good different dark color in the background, and not the dark, not the black. And they have this focus kind of a younger generation, I believe. And a green color is the tone. But so, okay, Gen Z knows your brand best. Move first. The largest private Gen Z and Gen Alpha network. Strange. It's a really unusual target audience, I must say. It's okay. Maybe they analyze the target audience. Maybe that's the point. Let's see. Whatever. Must be functional. Specific focus is really interesting. Really beautiful Cafeteria. When you scroll down, did you notice that? It becomes C. Really unique. Really good touch. Really good branding. Really good experience. Just subtleties that you can improve here. That I'm seeing this platform, but it's like I feel like I want to see the whole thing, but then moves up and down, and it comes here. It's like kind of losing the point, kind of a little bit. I want to see what's about it. But what's the point of this? Okay, brands and insights. But so I want to see it in the center. I want to experience that as a user. But it's okay. So it goes here. Reach Gen Z to lock your product R&D, packaging. Really good idea. Really good communication of messaging. But I think the hierarchy of the flow, you can see them how over they come out behind. Really also good idea. But I'll say when you do this, reach Gen Z to lock your, again, this thing is like a statical, but it's interruptive, but it doesn't break my readability. It's okay. Reach Gen, because maybe big text, reach Gen Z to lock your arrow down. And I think this is overwhelming. It's discouraging to read. Maybe stack them to 3. Maybe this arrow could have, I don't know, maybe here could be kind of point. And then when you scroll, it indicates 1, product R&D, packaging, So this is overwhelming. I understand it's communicating here everything, but it's discouraging to read. 4 in 1 row, and the poor disposition of iconography destruction. So it doesn't give it's like people are going to skip it probably. But anyways, it's interesting play you could do to improve this space. Okay, trusted by makes sense. Here's also what brands are saying. Kind of clear, but again, could be improving the hierarchy, the flow, the distancing between elements for better experience, because I'm just running through. People probably will just ignore things because it's hard to pay attention to the whole thing, because hierarchy is poor, the order is not correct, and the things are not really well in position of experience. So, people probably going to be skipping, but who knows? Okay, work with us. It's really cool. It follows there, but whatever. Maybe it's better if it's stay here, and when you scroll here, it will follow then. But who knows? Maybe it's okay. Ask questions, get answers, make decisions. Also kind of too quick, like, I'm scrolling, but I'm not having a moment to explore them. What is that? And I cannot really read it unless it's deliberate, and then it hides. So it's just the moment they hide is wrong. This appears, I don't know, what's the point? It appears really quickly, maybe also can be smooth way. So, and what's the point of this? And then, is our zero-party AI your brand, our data, nothing else? Ask about your brand. Okay. Beautiful UI. Turning plus, really cool. Just again, like everyone can learn from what was that? Neon. Neon had a perfect content strategy and behind the user experience on a target audience and competitive marketplace. So everyone can learn from them. But this is also really impressive, really interesting. This black becomes white. It's an interesting tone, but I would say that here the gray and what we pay attention to. We need to increase either boldness, either hierarchy of bigger text, or color differentiation indication. Here it's hard to understand what to pay attention to. So information needs better hierarchy and understanding play. So that's what's missing. So it's not encouraging me to read. So I would say the whole website, I can tell who building this, we can learn from the Neon or Resend really well. So it's great experience, but it needs better content strategy and attention on what to pay attention to. Beautiful scrolling. Again, these things also good, but again, needs some hierarchy work here. And then revealing that commonly and lately used, but beautiful. Cafeteria. They're recognizable. If you think about it, the branding is pretty impressive. It's unique. It does communicate the thing. It's quite clear on messaging to the degree. The only thing, as I say, it's some clarity on flow and hierarchy needed. I wanted to present this, something as addition. Not addition, actually. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, now we're going to fifth. Attio. That's the last thing they're going to show you. I really like them. I really like what they did. The clean code, again, but really minimalistic also. And white tone rather than Resend. Resend was black. Look, okay, let's refresh. And we have here logos, and it's recognizable. Attio is easy to pronounce and understand. Ask more from CRM. Ask Attio. Let's close it. Beautiful X was. Really beautiful. I like these navigation bars. Also white. It follows and it doesn't disturb. Navigation bars must not take so much space, and it must not be disturbing, and it must be at reach. So gray color, white and black, really clean, really beautiful. This highlight also. Text font is good. So here looks, again, blurry effect like Resend, really similar. But what I like about them, that they have this interesting graphical kind of design and bold outline, even architecture-like, that I was inspired by. And you can see hover over this gray effect, really pleasant. This menu is so pleasant and relatively unique. You can see gray effect and the arrow indicator that you're going to go to another place. Here also you can select, really pleasant. And you can see that actually it's kind of overlapping on that nav bar instead of being below. Really, really amazing. I love it. And every attention to every detail of icon is really well done. Call in intelligence, workflow, data models, ask Attio, AI, productivity and collaboration. I would say icons are not really speaking to the text. That's okay, but iconography, who did it, really gave a good love and attention. I really like it. It gives unique flavor, and UI is really well done. Of color code and selection interaction, user experience also really cool. So recognizable, really good. Attio is really good done. Again, this thing always started to be famous, the flying thing. Soon I think we'll forget about it because it's taking over the whole space. Attio, wow, black. Look, check this out. What did it click? Meet the developer platform now with MCP. Okay, really beautiful, clean. Check this out. Clean text. Your highlight is white. We're on black mode right now. Really beautiful black and white mode. Oh, I'm glad that I'm recording this because that will be registered for me in collection. So beautiful code. Oh, you hover over. It's giving the sign of the logo, and you hover over. It messes it up. Ah, wow! You can move around. Wow, interesting. Connect your GTM stack with the Attio MCP REST API or App SDK. Beautiful design. I haven't been here. I'm exploring with you myself for the first time, and we're not in a landing page right now. What I like is, again, blur effect. Again, reminds me in some way indeed Neon or Huli, with the glow, this kind of vanishing effect that calls attention to a specific place. Really clean design. Beautiful things to explore. I would love to learn more. Really looks like one of those that we have explored in previous video. Beautiful, easy to build all these things. Really, nothing really complex. Really, just commitment of a UX UI designer. I would love to invest myself into this. Really beautiful. This, you will see this element. They have this as a part of the branding identity that they probably registered. It has this line array of arch that then these lines up and they outline the outline of the button. Really beautiful design. This always turning around. I built some also video games. I remember. That it gives this it's easy to build in Figma. I love to build this endless loop interactive elements. Such a detail. Sometimes you think, I remember another project that I built for the web app as a news, and you think, when you build web app or applications, digital products, the complexity in respect to the website is that you need to pay to details, to every responsive element that takes time. It's not about the page, it's about the detail. So yeah, beautiful design. I'm not exploring everything to the detail, but really good attention, really well done structure. I'm impressed. Minimalistic, not really much overwhelming information, and compelling to check. Really beautiful design structure that they have, and even registering the branding identity is interesting. Wow, beautiful. We're getting into the interesting era of this world. These brands win like that. It reminded me of the information data provision on, what was it, Neon. Interesting, the pixelated format. I like these boxes. Such a unique. Wow, I'm impressed. Like, the grid, you can see it's structured and aesthetical, like architects. I myself was architect in the past. So look, we have this kind of grid and punctual line and this box with points, and then this element of the branding element that they have in the design that converts into these points, like and then you hover over this box, correct it over box rather than this or this. Linear. Check this out. We have who is this? This is the key behind fast, flawless apps. Browse apps. Okay, beautifully done. And this part, just impressive. What I have here, we can move them around. This is beautiful. I haven't explored this, guys. We're exploring with you together. This is unique. This is very unique. Unlike any other, really, Attio, black and white mode, really beautiful. Love to build it. I would love to build something like that. Just need commitment of me, and but just such a love given and play and be unique. And like, look, Neon, Resend, Attio competes. Not competes in the same industry of entrepreneurship. I don't know what, maybe they relatively similar, but the point is and from brand perspective, they memorable and different that you recognize, remember, and want to be part or explore them. And you impressed. They stay and you want to recommend. That's the point. This is a very unique thing. And here, for example, to do this, I will partner with developer. And that's what I would like to say, that you don't need to partner to do everything yourself. It's just these things that you can drag and drop. I mean, maybe you can build it in Webflow, really. Just go and explore what injection of code you can do. And I would be using Webflow anyways, and just partner with developer. And we can, easily, quickly inject codes and manipulate things. Or if not Webflow, something else, depend if I need to partner totally for long term. But anyways, really interesting. Even red color, look, it's like you cannot put it there, so to say. I can drag this one. There you go. Impressive. It's inspiring, really. So I got myself, guys, lost here. I wanted to show you main website page. And where I am, is this the main one? Yes. So we just click this. Check this out. Customer relationship magic. Attio is the AI CRM for GTM. Really cool. Only those who understand what I speak. Okay, Attio is the artificial intelligence customer relationship management, I think, right, or marketing management for go-to-market. Really, it speaks for itself, but then you just need to be the target audience. If you're a target audience, you understand this. And that's the key, right? If I'm reading this, well, I don't get it, because you're not the target audience. You need to understand these terms. Customer relationship magic. Start for free, talk to sales. I will be, there you go. Also, another clever thing, just do the pop-up for the contact. Really clever, they're not losing the track. A blur effect of black, I really like it. Really glad I registered that. And just put the main information, really clean, really professional. And also it's mobile responsive already. So clever. We'll be checking for free. We'll be checking that out. I'm looking forward to play with that. Let's go into this. So they show, okay, it's already impressive. I'm impressed by brand. I'm impressed how it's positioned. It speaks to shortly. Look, I mentioned sometimes you have one line, make it aesthetically pleasant in respect to the header. And customer relationship magic. Okay, good. Okay, let's continue. Now here, really impressed. I'm impressed. Okay, there's blur effect down, but look, it's again, platform is platform. It's all about user experience and information provision and unique branding. But look, they have beautiful presentation of choosing these four. They have this great beauty, reporting, good information. I like these things. I build myself on Metaday and other platforms like Leela. I had a lot of work with digital products and the information provision. Quite a process. Workflow, really beautiful. I already want to, as a part of I want to be part of brand. I want to give it a try. I like these processes and to control and make it easy. Yeah, beautiful. So many interesting projects out there. But at the same time, not really so many. They lose to succeed. But these guys who do the right branding, right product, right website, and right marketing and business and the same target audience, they're winning. Beautiful. That should be as easy as that. We need to evolve. I like what they're building. Ask Attio. Yeah, amazing. That's the thing, it's overwhelming everywhere, everything. It's really good to find one platform that keeps it the track and makes you comfortable of using it. And it's really important. Good. Oh, look, they have 6 brands and it's enough. It's really even stronger when you show only the main ones. And that's the strength. Obvious, check this out. There you go. Obvious actually looks like, remember we evaluated what is fly and obvious, and they here, it looks like similar. Interesting. Look, really beautiful. You scroll down, it's so minimalistic, like same like Resend and Attio, minimalistic, black and white, but these guys also have black. So minimalistic, but it's memorable, recognizable. Look, just going down, no shadow effect, just revealing this grayish instead of white. It's revealing this dot-like, and then we come here, and I usually say don't do this, but when you do it right and not much text to readability, you can do this when text is not moving, and they do it really right. Text is not moving. It's highlighting on my scroll, and it depends on how fast I read on scroll. And that's when you can actually best use it. Who did this? They understand. That's what I mentioned. I don't remember. Is it Huli? I was evaluating this. I say it's problematic. I say in expenses of readability. Here they did it right because it's static and it's responding on scroll. You can see only when I scroll, what actually moves is the points behind the ground, in the background, and really beautiful. When I first this is testimonial, one testimonial, and we have more testimonials. Let me see. Item 1 out of 4. Powerful platform. I don't know. Can I shift between them? It'll be cool actually here to click, but no, it'll be too much. Okay, let's continue. We have GTM at full throttle, whatever the name of it is. Beautiful. Look at this. I really like the design, the text, the size, the color code, manipulation, minimalistic approach, the flow interaction, and comfortable. And the background is interesting. This is really beautiful. If you could scroll through them, they'll be impressive. And this is also bold outline. So architectural approach, really beautiful. This lines also here are just impressed, and that it's easy. Like this is 1 and this is 2. I can recognize. So and the color code, and just you can go and you want to explore this. You don't even need to make it interactive and clicking. I think that was interactive though. You usually have to be interactive, like hovering or clicking. Explore AI. Here you go. You can explore AI. If I'll click it, it will take me to this. So that's another thing. Like I can lose the track. So it'll be cool to, I don't know, maybe open the side. Hard to always please everything, so sometimes we sacrifice. But yeah. Yeah, and then you can go deeper into understanding the whole thing. Do you really need it? Just go and try the product, I think, sometimes. And again, maybe video can help. So maybe sometimes we over trying to explain everything, but that's okay. Really beautiful. Again, black and white, this really beautiful graph. Start with a 14-day free trial of Pro. Start for free. Talk to sales. Good call to action. Really clear. Let's go back again. Let me quickly scroll down. Here you go. Interactive. Here interactive. Here interactive. As you scroll, you can enter everyone have their own icon. That's beautiful. And that actually speaks. Look at these free triangles. Here you go. Workflow. Is it workflow? Explore automation. Maybe workflow automated. Any process. Yes. Then this one should be deploy AI. Deploy AI. Okay, cool. That now it's really beautiful that they have connected. This is what I mentioned. I think in linear or somewhere. I think probably in linear. I say there should be kind of numerology. In their case, they have iconography to indicate, to differentiate. And I can tell, for example, this one. I don't remember this one. Where it is? What is the name of this? Connect any type of data. No, it's not here, so that can be a problem. It doesn't look like we know. It'll be beautiful to connect them to kind of this. Again, what was that? Neon did a good job on making the navigation solution, and they didn't overwhelm with the necessary information, I think. Yeah. This one, reporting. Okay. I don't know. I didn't see this icon, so. So anyways, really beautiful infography. Again, I would say they could learn a little bit, I suspect, from, I don't know, Linear or Neon did better of communicating better what it is, but it's still amazingly done. Really well done. Beautiful stuff. Start with, again, we know this, but it's really cool. We see this white one. We saw black one also. Then we have a second, okay, explore our data, okay. A lot of stuff, but really interesting. Look how infographically, really beautiful connectivity. Really impressive. Add project, okay, wow, okay, amazing. Partnerships, company, domain, partnership, amazing. Add object, invoice. That's it, beautiful. We need these automations. We need user experience that is easy to build and enjoy to be part of it. And it's impressive. Yeah, it's the right choice that they did to take the market like that. And well done. They do a good job. It's good to see people do a good job. Bravado, what is that? Oh, I can click them. Really beautiful. Again, the boxing, the architecture thinking. You can, it's pushing them aside. Flat file. Hey, there you go. I think it was named flat file. Did it fly file? See, it's sometimes confusing. Be careful how we call it. It's hard to remember with some. I think David, yeah, okay. Flat file. I think that was the obvious kind of product, right, that they had. Snack Pass and Bravado. So it's testimonials. Really interesting way, really unique way to show it. Really even art kind of craft. Really, really beautiful. What they have there. Favorite features, all their favorite features. So that's really clever. Interesting. Data enrichment, and that was adaptive models and why they have numerology and are they connected to the top. That'll be really convenient. It's always really good to connect everything and make it sense, but it's you know, I'm all kind of setting the high demands, so to say. What else we have? Okay, beautiful. Comes here, calendar, segmented events, data sources. Really beautiful how it's building, how it's building gradually, right? The results like that. The hierarchy could be improved actually here. It can get lost and boring, but not to be too judgmental. They did an amazing job. And we can continue scrolling, you know, like I'm thinking, well, when we're going to end? It's like continuous. The system of action for the next generation. Customer record. Wow, that's massive. Countries, okay. Customers, customer records and customers, okay. Uptime, okay, interesting. It's growing. Then we have scalable security. Attio is blah, 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 something like that. Okay, yeah, it's really actually good. Really important to say, indeed. Really beautifully presented also. The CRM behind thousands of companies. Really clever. Wow. That we needed CMS data integration. Quite a work. But really cool, what they did is that any image can be, they did a black and white gradient. So it doesn't really matter what color user actually have because you cannot control what people have. But to keep it on brand, they did a clever presentation. Really well done. I felt like there was more something I wanted to show you. Let's go to the pricing first. Oh, really, really simple, really clean, really, you know, like try on, not really overwhelming us with many information. Continue with Plus, continue with Pro, start for free. And you can shift, you can see how pricing changes, really beautiful. It says how much you're going to save in Pro, and this indicates this recommended. Beautiful grid. And even Resend, I think, have this kind of style in their blogging or somewhere. Good number of brands, and then more detailed breakdown, really clever, really clear. But you can see how what happens. We go here, and this stays, and it sticks and it continues. I wonder how it looks on a mobile. I know that can be a little bit challenging, but really great to present everything. If people decide to buy, they really need to know if they're still considering what is missing in which plan, which one they should take. So it's really clever and correct to have. And also FAQs, of course, make sense to give them answers in respect to only click can be on the whole box instead of only text, but it's a minor nuance. Customers, let's see. Beautifully done. Again, the grid, beautiful color. Really beautiful, this box again. It's such a work, such a beautiful love. They really give an amazing love to this work. Really beautifully positioned, such attention, such a commitment, and is such appreciation that people build such a great stuff. And not overwhelming, right boxing. Resources, help center. Let's see. Check this out. This is inside, right? We're still on the page. It's so beautiful. Wow. Search help. Okay, how we can help. Search. Wow, this is interesting. It's like more like than web app. Beautiful iconography, simplicity. Wow, get started with Attio 101. 1, 2, 3. See all articles? Wow, I'm impressed. Usually they take it outside of that. That's what I was saying. To do this, that is impressive attention and love. Wow. What is this? It's help. It's so beautiful. They have such attention to branding. Look, it says 6 lessons, 15 minutes. You get the YouTube, and that reminds me of Webflow in some degree. And then we had this, I can go to help, really good navigation, beautiful navigation. So I can go into every of them. Reference, right? So easy. This beautiful system. So easy to navigate, nesting and the iconography categorization, beautiful graphics, the hover over effect, the side menu, the search, here navigation, go back to help, search, categorization. Here also like just hover over, look how beautiful that is, how and rounding element and distancing, the whole thing, and color code, simplicity, see all article, with this beautiful graphic of differentiation, with the circular element, indication, and this is like adding 101, okay, introduction to navigation, introduction to email. That's all you educated. Oh, wow. Okay, wow, I didn't expect that. Okay, good. Okay, that's resources. So that's the kind of help center, but academy is like this one. Then you go development docs. There you go. This one takes probably gradual converting. Probably they're going to convert this one to some kind of style as this, but I'm not sure. Just guessing. Probably not. Partner programs. Beautiful design. Sorry, I know I keep repeating, but I'm impressed. And there's different testimonials. We're not going to go there. We get started. Let me see. I'm going to take there. Okay, kind of start to overlapping things all over. But let's ask Attio. I think, okay, ask Attio. Search updating. This is really, did you saw the beautiful thing? How it's like the points and the dots connecting. That's what I wanted to show you. How beautiful. Ask anything. You can ask it and it will do the thing. We'll not be going into that. You can see how it shapes. And there were free features requirements. Prepare me for my day, really giving advice. It's this interacting continuously. This is really unique. The dots and the points, it's a unique touch that they have that others didn't use yet. And then this line, I'm impressed, really. I'm such a subtle thing, like Resend, but also minimalistic play. That's the key. It's a unique, this is what I wanted to show you. I think you can't hear it, but there's a sound to this. Pleasant sound play. And you just want to click those things. And it changes the information. This is how we can make people want to explore things. It's a good organization, really architectural eye. You can see this is to the left, to the bottom, two lines, hierarchy, color code, and the sizing, and the information box, 50-50. Marketing. Any other can interact with these? No, you don't need to. Would be too much. Look, this punctual line here and here, dotted and grayish. Success. Look how blur shift it becomes. That's really also from coding from Webflow. There will be quite a work to do, or use some kind of coding. I would partner with a developer for this project. Really impressive. Let's continue. Beautiful black, and this comes arch with these effective again. Like in the beginning, it was here, and in the end, not in the end, but here, powered by universal context. And again, they're great. Their power of boxing is just unique and impressive. I wonder when you go to the mobile device, what's going to look like. Will that fit? Will they probably stack on each other? Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, so guys, I will try to end this further, but I'm impressed. Really amazing work, unusually done. Everything is presenting and well responsive. Beautiful hierarchy. Here, these things stacking and stopping. When you scroll, they're moving, okay? Let's see what else we have. Let's go to data model. I'll do this quickly and see what else. We'll not go for data model workflow. So we have every part communicating better information, deeper data, call intelligence. It's amazing. Oh, wow. One conversation a little bit less, really interesting. It indicates who talked when and how much percent time. And this is beautiful, simple infographic that really gives you instant understanding the interaction between these people. Wow. Now I'm scrolling and it kind of revealing information. This does a lot. Going to be testing the products themselves. Wow, there's a lot of, we're not going to go for the whole thing. It's AI thing. We're not going to go for the whole thing, but I will be testing demos and it'll be interesting to show it to you. So I'm not going to go deeper, guys. That's all I wanted to present. This is the 5 projects. So Resend, I would say it's impressive. Resend is powerful. They're focusing on one thing. They did amazing branding and entrepreneurship and corporate culture. User experience, everything. I don't know what's wrong. The only thing that I notice is wrong is the distancing between this line. That's all. The only thing that I see they can improve really, but it's such a small thing. And then this was really interesting, the 3D element to explore. Here was interesting. They respond when you scroll down. It gives this narrative of danger. You can learn from that. Base 44. They did amazing marketing, I think, and then something went unnecessarily. They don't really need, I think, anything. They just need this thing, and that's it. Cafeteria was quite interesting experience also. Unique touch, unique approach. All of them have space to learn, apart Resend for sure. And Attio doesn't really have much to learn. I really love this one. I'm impressed. The only thing is you can get lost yourself in information. Many of them have that. It's something to pay attention to, how to make it not to be lost. But overall, it's a high level product, Attio and Resend, and I want to try demo. So my idea, guys, you can check the previous video of 5 other SaaS products that I evaluate. But I want to tell you this, that my idea is to take all of them and continue further into, I don't know when I'm going to be doing this, but the idea is to go into every demo and evaluate the digital product. I haven't done that yet. I usually evaluate from websites, but now I'll be evaluating digital products as well. And some in the future, soon, relatively, I have an idea to evaluate Spotify and iTunes differentiation. Perfect job that they did. That's it. Have a good day. And this was Emerge with you. Talk soon.